All right, so let's go ahead and do letter O. All right, so for perimeter, we're going to go ahead and add all the sides up. So I got 2x squared. Then I have 9x minus 10. And then I have x squared plus 4. Why did I write it like this? Because I'll need to line them up. Very good. So the x squares need to be underneath each other. The x's underneath each other. And the numbers underneath each other. So what is 2x plus 1x squared? 3x squared. And then this one just simply comes down. It doesn't have a partner. And negative 6 plus 4? Very good. Minus 6. Yay? All right. Let's go to I. Talk to me about what's the expression for I. Evelyn, say that again. Very good. There's going to be 2 lengths and 2 widths. Very good. So might as well just take that and multiply it by what? By 2, and then take this one and multiply it by 2. And we can distribute, right? What is 2 times 2x? And 2 times negative 3? Minus 6. What is 2 times 4x? And 2 times negative 7? And now I can go ahead and combine terms, right? 4x and 8x? And negative 6 and negative 14? Negative 20? Yay? And that's my perimeter. Yes? No, this part it's not hard. Polynomials are not hard at all. The problem is you cannot forget the exponent rules that you have already learned when we start multiplying. Alright, so we have to find the missing length when we have the perimeter. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and highlight my missing length. So those are the lengths that I want because I don't have any measurements for them. So what do you think I got to do? I had to add the other 2 sides and then subtract from the total. Very good. All right, so let's go ahead and add. For S, 3x minus 2, 6x plus 6. And now I got to take away, right? What's the total? 13x plus 11. And then I got to take away 9x plus 4. What does Miss Marine put it in the parentheses? Because I got to do what? Which means that's a negative and that's a negative. And I can take that away. Alright, so what is 13x minus 9x? And what's 11 and negative 4? Alright, so this is my missing length. Now let me ask you this. 4x plus 7 goes right here, right? Yay? How can I figure out that that 4x plus 7 is correct? And they need to add up to 13x plus 11. So let's see, 6 and 4 would be 10 and 3, 13x. 6 and 7, 13 minus 2, 11. We got it. Yay? All right, let's go to D. Let's add first. 5x, 7x plus 2, and 4x minus 5. Let's add all the sides up and then take it away from the total. 5 and 7, 12, 12 and 4. All right, 2 and negative 5. Very good. Now I got to take away that from the total because that's the total of the 3 sides. So 21x plus 2 minus 16x minus 3, which means that's a negative, but that's a positive. And then you can eliminate this guy right here. All right. So 21x minus 16x, 5x plus 5. that should be this guy right here. I want to make sure that I did it right, so let's go ahead and add real quick. 5 and 5 is 10, 17 and 4, yep, 21. 2 and negative 5, and positive 5. 5 and negative 5 cancel out, right? And then all you get is a 2, and there it is. Okay? Pretty easy, right? You're going to have some of these at the end of the year. All right, let's do A. Let's add 2x squared minus 9. Uh-oh. That minus 9 should have been written all the way over here, right? So I'm going to rewrite it. Let me show you what I mean. Because I got to put a minus 3x in the middle, right? And then that will be a 3x and then plus 4. There's no square on that one. I was about to put a square. See how I'm lining them up? Alright, so that one just comes down. That one just comes down. And then negative 9 plus 5 plus 4. I just told you. Not positive. Can you tell that I can't think straight today. Minus 5, right? Yay? Alright, so now I got to take that away from the total, right? The total is 3x squared minus 2x minus 5. Now I'm going to say 2x squared plus 3x minus 5. Okay, so this changes into a negative. That changes into a negative, but this one changes into a... Very good, guys. Alright, and then I can eliminate that. I don't have that negative anymore over there. What is 3x squared minus 2x squared? 1x squared. Negative 2x and 3x. What? What is negative 2 plus negative 3x? Oh yeah, you guys said minus, right? I'm sorry. And then what's negative 5 plus 5? 0. Okay, so this side is x squared minus 5x. And let's see. 2x squared plus 1x squared, that would be 3. Negative 5x and 3x, that would be negative 2x. And negative 5 plus 4, that would be negative 5. So we're done it right. Okay? Alright. Now what do you got to do when you find the area? Multiply. Very good. Then length times the... Yay? Alright, so what do you do? What do you do with that 3x? Alright, what is 3x times 8x? I'm not going to write it because I don't think that's right. Somebody just said 24x. I don't think that's right. X what? Thank you. Give your family 100 points. Yx squared. X times x. You already learned this in exponents. When it's the same base, what do you do with the exponents? You add them when you're multiplying. So there's a 1 over here and another 1 over there. That makes it 2. What is 3x times negative 5? Negative 15x. And there's your answer. Yay? Alright, S. Length times width, correct? So 2x squared times x squared plus 7x plus 4. First step. Distribute. What is 2x squared times x squared? 2 x to the power of 4. Very good. What is 2x squared times 7x? There you go. You got 2 over there, 1 more over there. That would be 3. And what's 2x squared plus 4? There you go. And that's your area. Okay? All right, tell me what we need to do on the next one. Say that again, Rolando. Very good. Give your family 100 points. You can you need to actually. You want to because you can't do it right now. You got to separate the picture into 3 different ones, right? And then after you calculated the area of those 3, then what do you need to do? Add them up. Very good. All right. So what's the length and the width for that first one? 2x times what? This would be figure 1, right? So it would be x times 2x. What would that be? 2x squared. Very good. Let's do 2. Length and width. Walk like an L if you don't know it. What are the measurements? X times x. Very good. How does he know that it's... Obviously, this one is x because it's already telling you. Very good. And how do you know? Because from here to here, there's an x. So from here to here, it has to be another x because the total would be 2 of them. So what's x times x? No. You're not adding. You're multiplying. They're 2 completely different things. What about part 3? What's the length and what's the width? 2x times 2x. What would that be? 4x squared. Then what do I have to do with all those numbers? All those terms, add them up. Very good. So 2, 3, and 4? 7x squared. Yay? All right. What about letter R? What do we have to do over here? It says find the area of the shaded region. Only the shaded, not all of it, but only the shaded. Speak up, because I'm stuffed, and then on top of that, I'm wearing earphones, okay? Very good. So I'm going to find the area of the big one. Then I'm going to find the area of the small one, and then I'm going to take away. Very good. What are the measurements of the big one? All right. I don't know what 9 times 16 is. 144. Yay? X what? X squared. What is 9x plus 5 times 5? All right, so that's the big one. Let's do the small one. What are the measurements of my small one? 7x minus 2. I got to distribute, right? 28x squared minus, really, 4 times negative 2 is 14? No, it's 8. All right, so now I got to take away the little guy from the big guy. So now I got to do big minus small. All right, what's the big one? 144x squared plus 45x minus, and I'm going to open parentheses, right? 28x squared minus 8x. But what happens to those signs? Opposite of what they were, because you got to distribute that -1. Very good. What is 144x squared minus 28x squared? And what is 45x plus 8x? There you go. And that's your area of the shaded region. Yay? All right. W. Big minus small, right? For the shaded. Let's do big. What are the measurements of the big one? 11x plus 20. And we got to distribute, right? 6x squared times 11x. Very good. You got 2 and then 1 more. That would be 3. And 6x squared times positive 20. 120 only? All right, don't forget those variables. If they're there, you got to put them. Got to write them down. All right, let's do the small one. What are the measurements of the small one? 8 and 10x squared minus 3x. So let's distribute. 80x squared Thank you. And now I got to take away the small guy from the big guy. Big minus small. All right, so the big is 66x cubed plus 120x. Then I got to take away. Uh-oh. I needed to leave some space, right? Oh, this is squared. Oh, crap. I did not need to leave any space, and now I just messed it up. All right. So 66x cubed plus 120x squared. And then minus 80x minus 24x. All right. Thank you. Yay? All right, so now that one becomes minus, and that one becomes positive. All right, that one just comes down. Yes? Can you please send some sort of bodega to the main office? She will return. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Take your agenda with you, please. All right. 120x squared minus 80x squared. 40x squared. And then plus 24x. Very good. All right, last one on your own. Go. On your own. On your own. about what? Don't worry if you haven't finished. Talk to me about what was your strategy. Say that again. We're talking for the small ones, Joshua. Say that again. Very good. So Joshua, notice that all four of them are exactly the same. Very good. So once you calculate the area for the small one, you need to multiply it by 4. Very good. So let's do, it's the same one. You just need to add that extra step of multiplying it by 4. All right, so let's do the big one. 3x times 5x minus 12. And that would be 15x squared minus 36x. All right. So the small one was x times x plus 2, which was x squared plus 2x, but I have 4 of them, so I got to distribute again that 4, right? So that was 4x squared plus 8x. And now I got to take away this guy from that guy, right? Big minus small? Are you guys with me? Alrighty, awesome. Alright, so minus 4x squared. Notice that when Miss Marina is subtracting, what do I always add? What do I always add? The parentheses, because you got to remember that everything that is inside that parentheses changes, right? So that becomes minus and minus. All right, and then I no longer have that one. 15x squared minus 4x squared, 11x squared, and negative 36x and negative 8, 44x. Yes? Pretty easy, right? All right. Are we good? Yay? Alrighty, we're done with that one. Polynomials are really easy. When we come back from break, we're going to do factoring. That's a little bit more challenging, but we should be okay. Huh? Yeah. All right. I want us to do this without the calculators. The first 4. I don't want us to do it with the calculators. I want us to actually work it out, okay? So you're going to have to go to the back of the the worksheet, right? All right. So for those of you that were here during summer, you learned how to do this. What do we have to create to do this? The box. Very good. With the 4 little things, right? With the 4 squares. Very good. So let's go ahead and create our box. And on the top you put 1, which is x and positive 4. And on the side you put the other one, which is x and 3. Now, this one, you go up and to the left. Always up and to the left. What is x times x? X, not 2x. X squared. 2x is when you add them, babies, okay? See, this is where you might, this is very easy, but when I put it all together, you mess it up. Because you add when you need to multiply, and you multiply when you need to add. So be careful. All right, this one is x times 3, which is 3x. That one is 4 times x. And 4 times 3 would be 12. And then this can be added, right? All right. So from here, I get x squared plus 7x plus 12. Correct? That was just from those first 2 parentheses. Yay? All right. On this one, I got to distribute. What is negative x times x? And what is negative x times negative 2? Very good. Now those cancel out, right? Yay? And then that equals 48. 7x plus 2x? 9x. And then I got to say minus 12. Yes? and divide by 9. And I'm going to do that to the 48. So 48 minus 12 is 36. And then I divide by 9. And that equals 4. How can I figure out that x equals 4 in reality? Very good. Let's do that real quick. And it needs to be equal to what? 48. All right, so let's see. Write it like you see it, but instead of the x's, you're going to plug in a 4, right? And there it is. 48. Always check, especially if you use an equation solver. Yay? All right, let's do number 2. Let's do the box for the first one. All right, this first box. Now 2n, n squared. This box, that one is 2n. 7n. And then I can add those two, right? So from there I get n squared plus 9n plus 14. Now let's distribute. Negative n times n. Negative n squared. Negative n times 5. Negative 5n. Very good. Those two cancel. 9n and minus 5n. 4n. Plus 14 equals 66. So I'm going to take away 14 and then divide by 4, right? Take away 14, divide by 4. Can I write it like that, or do I need to do it step by step? Are we sure? Because I'll write it step by step. And I'm going to do that to what number? I'm going to do those steps to the 66. All right. So 66 minus 14 divided by 4. And that equals 13. Yay? All right, number 3. Let's do the box. T3, T8. That first box. T squared. This one right here. 8t, thank you. This one. 3t, and 3 times 8. And I can add those two, right? So from here, I get t squared plus 11t plus 24. And that equals? Let's distribute. No, not 168, because you got t times t minus 5, right? T times t would be t squared. T times negative 5 minus 5t, and I'm running out of room, plus, I'm going to write it again because that's sloppy. Yay? Look at the bottom one, okay? I'm just distributing those two. T squared minus 5t, and then you already have a 168 on that side, right? Alright, so to get rid of the negative of the t squared, I got to take away t squared, right? And then what happens? It cancels on both sides. I'm going to say plus 5t. Yes? So that would be 16t. That's 0. Plus 54 equals 168. Alright, so what are my steps? Take away 24 and divide by 16. And I'm going to do that to what number? Very good. 168 minus 24 divided by 16. X equals, I'm sorry, T equals 9. All right. Last one on your own. Go. Or as a group. Do it as a group. That's better. I like it when you guys talk about it. Do it as a group. Number 4, right? So let's write in here. We don't have to solve anything. I just want you to write an expression. All right. For the shaded area, we did this on the other one, right? All right. So how do we write an expression? What do we have to do to figure out the shaded area? But tell me what I have to do first. No, listen. How do you solve this problem? Okay, take a look at your notes, please, from the other one. Come on, guys. We just did this. What's the purpose? I need the shaded region. So, say that again, Joshua. All right, so it would be big minus small. Thank you. All right, so the big is x plus 3 times x plus 5, which I'm going to have to do a box for that, right? And let's go ahead and do it over here real quick. X squared, 5x, 3x, and 15. All right, give me a number for how do we feel about the boxes. Just the boxes. Give me a number. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, most of the people that were here during summer got half 4s. All right, so I get x squared plus what? 8x plus 15, right? That's the big one. Let's do the small one. Small one is x times x minus 3. Now in this one, all I have to do is distribute, right? All right, what's x times x? X squared, and x times 3? Negative 3x. And now I got to say that one minus that one, right? So x squared plus 8x plus 15 minus, and I'm going to open a parenthesis because I'm subtracting, x squared minus 3x, which means that x squared becomes what? Negative, and that 3x becomes positive. That's canceled. I no longer have that. 8x and 3x, 11x, and then that 15 needs to come down. So the area of the shaded region would be 11x plus 15. Yay? All right, let's do number 6. Because trying to do as much as you can, because for homework you're going to have to finish this worksheet. So let's do 6. All right, so big minus small. What's the big one? X plus 8, and then 4x minus 1. And I got to do a box for that. It's a 2 by 2 box because I have 2. I have a binomial times a binomial, right? What degree? Right now, what degree is this? Can't remember, see? I taught it on Friday. Degree of what? We can't remember things. We cannot remember things. Degree of 2? When I multiply it and I do it, it will be a degree of 2. But right now, it's a degree of 1. All right. So this box over here, 4x squared minus x, 32x, and negative 8. Those two can be placed together. So 4x squared, talk to me, plus 31x minus 8. Now I gotta do the small one. 2x, but the small one is easy because it's a monomial times a binomial. Degree of what? Degree of 1 for both of them. Alright, what's 2x times x? 2x squared. And what's 2x times 4? Alright, and now I gotta take that one away from that one. Okay? Alright, so 4x squared plus 31x minus 8 minus, and I'm going to open parentheses, 2x squared plus 8 squared, which means that's a negative and that's a negative. Okay? 4x squared minus 2x squared? 2x squared. 31x minus 8x? Very good. And then this one has to come down. Minus 8. And that's the area of the region. Okay? Alright, you need to take this home because this is homework tonight. If your answers are not down here, you're not doing it correctly.